Okay, so I was talking to Leonard about the fact that quite often I get customers that have more than one battery in a vehicle, like golf carts and stuff. And for some reason, let's say you're 5 or 6 years down the road, and the golf cart doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and you test the batteries, and four of them are perfect. They test good, they're not sulfated, and two of them are bad, or one of them's bad out of six. And it happens like that. And so we've got two batteries. Leonard's batteries are 6 years old, and they've been in the tractor for 6 years. That first battery that I tested outside, tested at 13 volts, it was perfect. No sulfation, 100%, really low internal resistance, great. This battery, same battery, they were connected together in parallel. So you got two batteries connected together in parallel. They're feeding each other and stuff. And so you come over to this guy here, and let me show you what happens when you put a tester on this. So 600 cold cranking amps, hit the tester. Now we had already put water in it and we've cleaned it already and stuff, but we hit the tester, and here's what we got. 112 cold cranking amps. So two identical batteries made at the same time, made in the same batch, one's bad and one's good. Now, Leonard is not going to go replace that good battery. We're just going to replace this battery and stuff. However, okay, we make battery chargers that have pulse cleaning. When you get a battery, now this battery is, just incredibly low in voltage. When you get a battery this bad, and even our pulse charger may not be able to bring it back. But what's it take? Usually on a car battery with any of our pulse chargers, 3 or 4 days. So what I'm going to do is what I think everybody should do that owns one of our chargers, and that is you plug it in, and now this one happens to be a real fancy one, and it's got this is our top of the line. Right now it's set for lithium 12 volts. I have to set it for lead acid, so give me a second here. There's lithium 16 volts. LA 12. Okay, now it's set for 12 volts, and I will put a set of alligator clips. Let me get a set of alligator clips. All right, so where I left off is I am going to put one of our pulse chargers onto this battery and plug it in, and I'm going to leave it for 4 days, 3 or 4 days. We'll leave it till Monday or Tuesday, and then we'll make a determination as to whether we have to buy a new battery or not. And so charger comes on, smart, it'll tell me how charged up it is, and then it'll desulfate automatically and stuff. So and what I tell people about our pulse chargers, they are better at stopping sulfation than they are at removing sulfation. So let me reiterate that. If you put this thing on, whether it's a small one like this one over here, for one battery, these are little $49 ones, or whether it's a big fancy one that shops buy, if you maintain batteries in the winter, like I'm doing here with one of these things, it doesn't let the sulfation happen as fast. It slows it down. So if you want to get years more life out of your battery, you put one of these things on like you would a trickle charger or a tender. But the pulsing, the ultrasonic pulsing, keeps the plates cleaner, and that means you get more life out of your batteries. On old batteries like this, some of them we can recover, but not all of them, because if there becomes too much sulfur stuck to the plates, that's what sulfation is. Sulfur gets stuck to the plates, and sulfur atoms and lead, they like each other, and they become lead sulfate. That's what kills batteries. 99% of batteries that die of sulfation, and it occurs whether you've got a pulse charger or not. But with a pulse charger on there, when you're storing a battery, it'll slow it down. So when Leonard leaves that, when he goes to Arizona this winter, and leaves this in Michigan, we'll put one of those on, and then he'll come back in the spring, and the batteries will be charged up and they'll be good. So anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We'll come back in a few days, and we'll take a look at the battery and see if we could recover it. Again, some of them do, some of them don't. This one's at 9 volts, and it's at 100 cold cranking amps instead of 600. It's pretty bad. That means the battery is at 15-20% of where it should be, 15%. usually a battery's only got 15% of its life left, and it won't come back to good enough to be able to use it anymore and stuff. So I don't have high hopes, but you know what? I've been amazed sometimes. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks.